may know, in the valley of the butterfly, time doesn't go very fast. Some things just seem to last. And may know, I saw a butterfly dance like a butterfly does. It made me think about how clumsy I was. And may know, I saw a man on a bicycle balancing a load of wood. His balance was that good. And may know, I saw a family of 5 on a motor scooter going out for a drive. You know, and it's a big around world. Yes, it is. All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big around world.
Big round
Yes, it is. All around the world. And may know, there was a temple on the hillside. I prayed to the Buddha for the flower to open up wide. And may know, I drank the good strong ginger tea, and it agreed with me. And may know, everything grew, tomato and the pepper and the beetle nut too. And may know, I ate the green grass, the fish and the squid, and everybody else did too. You may know, and it's a big round world.
Big round
Yes, it is. All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big round world.
Big round
Yes, it is. All around the world. You may know, there was a melon so sweet and juicy on my sweater, and something like an apple, only better. You may know, the sun flew by on a butterfly breeze, ricochet wing way up in the trees. And may know, my spirit got lighter and my head got clear. I thought to myself, I'm gonna stay right here. And may know, it's a big around world. Yes, it is. All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big around world. Yes, it is. All around the world. All around the circle, eternity flows. But after a while, you gotta go, I suppose. And may know, everybody's got a home, and I got mine. Don't say goodbye, say see you next time. And may know, and it's a big around world.
Big round world.
All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big around.
Big round.
Yes, it is. All around the world. And it's a big around world.
Big round
yes, it
world.
is. All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big around.
Big round.
Yes, it is. All around the world. Early in the evening, we go walking in the park in the evening, do a little talking in the dark of the evening, just she and me. See the way the moon flies like a kite up in the night skies, shine upon the gasworks park by the Union Sea. Oh, there's a sign in the water, says don't go in the water. There's something in the water that they don't want you to get on your skin. Oh, but the lights of the city make it look so pretty, and one of these days we're gonna leave the city behind. And there is little to be what it appears to be. It's an illusory situation. You can do anything, be anyone, get your mind undone. It's a simple equation, and it's a tiny spark in the gasworks park. Oh, in the town that I was born in, well, they got up every morning, went to work and came home in the evening, and it was always the same. I could have followed in the footsteps, don't know why I didn't, but something in my thinking wouldn't allow me to jump on that train. And there is little to be what it appears to be. It's an illusory situation. You can do anything, be anyone, get your mind undone. It's a simple equation, and it's a tiny spark in the gasworks park. So early in the evening, we go walking in the park in the evening, do a little talking in the dark of the evening, just she and me. Down a long pig alley, everything is in a fog. There is nothing moving anywhere. everywhere except a hobo dog with his nose stuck in a boiler that's been busted for years. From around the darkened corner, a young cowboy appears. Just got into town, it's the Pike Street Kid, and the dog and him go off together down along the skid. Amelia was a pilot then until she came to land among the barkers and the buskers by the newspaper stand. With everything she owned inside a lowly paper sack, on the road away from where she came and never going back. And when she heard about the wonder dog, heard about the kid, she said, that's where I'm going. And that's just what she did. There's a white horse in the alley neath the watercolor sky, and here comes Father Christmas in the middle of July, attending to the castaways and the winders of creel. He takes out his harmonica and he plays a little reel in honor of the clinic that was conjured into view in the back room of a tavern on First Avenue. They're sweeping out the hallways after last night's demise, making room for further escapades arriving by surprise. Rosie with her bootlace and her bundle full of keys, she's the one that you depend on when the locks begin to freeze. And the seance and the magic show, the mongers of delight, anything is possible, they say, if you look at it right. Out of nowhere, Pagliacci comes to take a bow with a top hat of balloons. You wouldn't recognize him now, juggling a load of empty boxes as he fumbles for his keys, but they slip right through his fingers. He falls cursing to his knees. A little monk comes running with a license to intrude. Hey, watch your language, buddy, God is in a bad mood. No bosses, gods, nor masters, except the Pagliacci clown. But he's been in the bookstore, and he couldn't put it down. No angels in the armories, we stacked them years ago. The skies are great democracies for all the winds to blow. And the poor befuddled monk is left to wander in a daze, disappearing in a whimsy that hangs like a haze. On the beach below the pilings, in a well-pitched camp, there lives Gentleman Jim with his band of trusty tramps, living almost entirely on dumb luck. Still the gentleman's got enough put aside to buy them a pickup truck, and the sun is shining brightly as down the road they drive, some of the very few who ever get out alive. There's a pig below the clock that tells a fraction of the time. The bricks are made of burgundy, there are no straight lines. As down along the avenue they used to call the skid, you can see the wonder dog, Amelia and the kid, disappearing in the distance as the sunset comes to fall, leaving us to wonder, were they ever here at all? Yes, down a long pig alley, down among the weathered walls, the stairways and the cafes and the flower stalls. In the courtyard by the oyster bar and Angeline's tree, there was a wayfaring stranger and a ship that went to sea. And I met my love in springtime when I was playing my guitar, and we still go there sometimes to find out where we are. Let's go there. First time he came to Seattle, he was riding in a boxcar. He was a little bit disheveled, he didn't even have his guitar. Vietnam was in the mirror, he was trying to make it fade. Just another lost soul in life's forlorn parade. Next time he came to town, he was wearing a clean pair of pants. And he was not alone this time, for life had taken him quite a chance. He had a wife and family, children, 1 and 2. They were gonna make a go of it, that's what they were gonna do. And the wheel goes round and round, sun goes up and down, and you'll know when it's time to settle down. So he wore his best dress and he showed up to work on time. And she got the kids to school and they saved up every dime. They had pancakes with water for supper and cigarettes for tea. Life was good, just the way it ought to be. Yeah, but still there was that edge that just would not blunt. His tongue could be a razor whether he wanted it to or not. They say the truth will set you free, but it'll also get you fired. That's when he got inspired. And the wheel goes round and round, sun goes up and down, and you'll know when it's time to settle down. So he took his guitar and he went downtown, he started to sing. And autumn turned into winter, winter turned into spring. And his voice got stronger and the songs began to soar. And he found what he was looking for. And he sang about politics and he sang about love. And there was nothing so low down the song could not rise above. And he sang to make you laugh. And he sang to make you cry. And he sang because the song could not tell a lie. And the wheel goes round and round, sun goes up and down, and you'll know when it's time to settle down. Then one day America went to war against Iraq. And every nightmare he ever had came back. For every veteran of every foreign war, there just was no sleeping anymore. And when the streets filled up with people, he was out there too. He did everything he could think of to do. Sometimes he even thought he could stop it with a song. If he could just get everybody to sing along. Yeah, but history is a cannonball and it just keeps rolling. And you can't unring that bell when that bell starts tolling. And there's only so much that anyone can take. We just didn't know how hard his heart would actually break. And the wheel goes round and round, sun goes up and down, and you'll know when it's time to settle down. He came a long way from that dirty boxcar to a wife and a family and a song and a guitar. From an anonymous shadow on a downtown street to being somebody that almost anybody would want to meet. And somebody said, and it's a word to the wise, you can mourn if you have to, but you better organize. Sharpen up your tongue to come out swinging, 'cause you never know when you might have to start singing. And the world goes round and round, sun goes up and down, and you'll know when it's time to settle down. Yes, the world goes round and round, sun goes up and down, and you'll know when it's time to settle down. Settle down. live behind fences. We all lock our doors. Nobody trusts anybody else, 'cause they don't know what they're trusting them for. Everybody's got trouble, bad news on the wire. Somebody did something to somebody else, set the whole place on fire. Put it down. It's only bringing you bad dreams. Think about the good dreams you're leaving behind. Let it go. Try to find a better rhyme. We got a lot to do. We don't have a lot of time. I hear my neighbors, oh, they fight all the time. They scream and they argue, and they're crossing that line. Oh, but come tomorrow morning, I know just what I'll see. Walking around like nothing happened, just like you and me. Put it down. It's only bringing you bad dreams. Think about the good dreams you're leaving behind. Let it go. Try to find a better rhyme. We got a lot to do. We don't have a lot of time. I go down by the park bench, I watch the children play. Kinda remind me of myself, back in my childhood days. Oh, and the rules that we played by made enemies of our friends. Yeah, but we're older now, and we no longer pretend. Put it down. It's only bringing you bad dreams. Think about the good dreams you're hoping to find. Let it go. Try to find a better rhyme. We got a lot to do. We don't have a lot of time. You and me, babe, we got some fences to mend. We got some roads to travel, so much distance between friends. Oh, but if it means that much to you, to mean this much to me, then maybe we can make it. I know we can make it if we both keep trying to see. Put it down. It's only bringing you bad dreams. Think about the good dreams you're hoping to find. Let it go. Try to find a better rhyme. We got a lot to do. We don't have a lot of time. Let it go. Try to find a better rhyme. We got a lot to do. We don't have a lot of time.
Welcome to Rally Together for the Pike Place Market. I'm Mr. Pink, the founder of Can Culinary Cabaret and the mayor of the market. Thank you for tuning in tonight to support the recovery of Seattle's historic Pike Place Market. I'm excited for you to meet the stars of this evening's broadcast. Speaking of which, is that Faye Pink, the owner, dancer, choreographer of Can Culinary Cabaret? It's easy to get distracted around here. I believe it's high time for some introductions. Come on. I'm excited for you to meet our market stars. Owner of Choice Produce, Justin Lee, and grocer Cody. Executive Director of the Pike Place Market Senior Center and Food Bank, Jeannie Falls. Executive Director of the Pike Place Market Foundation, Lillian Sherman. Resource Coordinators at the Market Commons, Velma Cheney and Stella Jones. Executive Director of Heritage House at the Market, Jennifer Herman. Interim Executive Director of the Pike Place Market Child Care and Preschool, Liz Swanson. Owners of Martin and Sailor, Sky and Thomas. Musical guests, Jeannie Rak and Carly Ann Calbero. The Black Tones, Whitney Mongé and Brandi Carlile. Thank you for joining us for Rally Together for the Market. I'm Mr. Pink, and now joining us from the deck of the Copacabana is Ron Hippie.
Hey, thanks, Mr. Pink and all the market stars. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ron Hippie, your host for this evening, and welcome to the Pike Place Market Foundation's second annual virtual event to support the recovery of the market. We are live right here at Pike Place Market. What a gorgeous day. This is beautiful. You should have seen it earlier. It was hopping here. And I am honored to be back here on the balcony of Copacabana, the incredible Bolivian restaurant right here in the heart of Pike Place Market. Thank you, Copacabana. Thank you so much. And you know, the 114-year history of Pike Place Market is a story of all kinds of people finding community and economic opportunities in the market, including the farmers, the small business owners and workers, and the senior residents and the community of downtown neighbors who shop and access services right here in the market. And you know, our mission at the Pike Place Market Foundation is to nurture a thriving market community. First, though, we want to acknowledge that here in the historic Market District, we are on the traditional land of the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish, Suquamish, and Mukilteo tribes, and other Coast Salish people. They are still here in our region and at Pike Place Market, providing leadership, inspiration, and collaboration. We continue to honor them in the community today, while also acknowledging their ancient heritage of this land. Now, I love being part of the Pike Place Market community. You know, practically my whole life. I came down here as a kid a long time ago. My Uncle Darryl owned and still owns the Market Coin Shop. So come and check him out next time you're down here. I remember running around the Down Under when I was a kid, playing, shopping as I grew older. And nowadays, you can find me performing at Unexpected Productions Improv Theater at the Gum Wall in Post Alley. It's right back there. And it just reopened after being closed for almost a year. So come say hi next time you see a show. And by tuning in tonight, you are a part of this community. If you shop in the market, if you work or live here in the market, even if you donate to the Market Foundation or attend events here, you are part of the market community. And we could not do this without you. Now, if you're tuning in on Facebook Live or YouTube, say hi to us in the chat and tell us where you're watching from. We want to know. You know, we actually have people who are tuning in tonight from a lot of locations. We got West Seattle, Woodinville. We got some people from Wenatchee, from Florida, from Hawaii. We've even got people tuning in from Australia. And on top of that, it looks like we got some people tuning in from Renton. So welcome. Hi to everybody. No matter where you're tuning in tonight, we are so glad you're watching. Now, the market has been bustling. I just mentioned it was really packed today, and your favorite businesses are open and they're operating under the current guidelines. And Pike Place Market remains the shining beacon of light in downtown Seattle and throughout the region. You know, we've seen a tremendous outpouring of support from our donors over this past year. With the help from over 2,500 supporters, that's right, 2,500 supporters, we were able to address the urgent needs of the market community in 2020, which, as we know, was a year unlike any other. And we're so proud of how far we've come, yet we are still deep in recovery, and we need to keep the momentum going. Now, we have a great show for you tonight. We're going to share stories about how the market community has rallied together throughout this difficult year and how your support helped the market remain strong. Now, you may know that this pandemic is not the first time Pike Place Market has faced sudden economic devastation and bounced back. Tonight, actually, you're going to see a sneak peek from a documentary about the fight to save Pike Place Market from the wrecking ball 50 years ago. And we also have some exciting market entertainment for you later in the program, including our headliner, Brandi Carlile, who will perform later tonight. So we're very excited. And we're here to rally together for the market. So please consider how you can support the market's recovery. You can visit rallytogetherforthemarket.org to donate and show your support, or you can just text the word MARKET to the numbers 91999 with your mobile phone, and then you'll receive a link to donate. Hey, we hope that you're enjoying some delicious market tastes from our Savor Seattle Rally for the Market party box. Oh my, doesn't that look great? Yum, yum. And by the way, thanks to the market businesses who generously donated their items. Thank you to that, because $25 from each box is going right into our Market Recovery Fund. Isn't that great? And a big thank you to Savor Seattle. You know, they rallied to support market businesses and our recovery efforts from day one of this pandemic. Now tonight, we've got a big goal. Our goal is to raise $400,000 to help the market continue on its road to recovery. The Market Recovery Fund supports three essential components that keep the market strong. First, the Small Business Fund, then the Market Community Safety Net for Workers, and finally, support for the vital network of social services and low-income housing in the market. We are so grateful for our sponsors of this event as well. We want to give a big special thanks to Como 4 TV, Savor Seattle, Kite Rocket, Amazon, Punch Drunk, and our partners at the Pike Place Market Preservation and Development Authority. And big thank you to our supporting sponsors that you see there as well. And also, we have some generous supporters who have already donated to our recovery of Pike Place Market. And because of them, every gift tonight will be matched up to $200,000. That means if you donate $25 or $25,000, it doesn't matter, your gift doubles automatically. And that is an investment that I can get on board with. I hope you will too. Now remember, just follow the directions here at the bottom of your screen to make your donation online or on your mobile phone at any time. Speaking of, let's check in and see how we're doing so far. Let's take a look right down here at our thermometer. Looks like we're off to a great start. There's our goal, and so far we've raised $82,100. That is a fantastic beginning, folks. And I can see the donations are rolling in as well. In fact, Dale and Deborah Smith, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Dawn Fisher, great, outstanding, thank you. And Amber Rowland, I am blown away by this support. And we hope to see our recovery funds continue to grow throughout tonight's program. Join the list of names I've just mentioned, and at any time donate. That number is already rising. It continues to. And so please keep those donations rolling in. And don't forget, we'd love to hear from you in our Facebook or YouTube chat. Also, a bit later in tonight's program, we will share how your donations will support the recovery efforts for community services and small businesses in Pike Place Market. And speaking of Pike Place Market, how did this place come to be? You know, the times we're living in are unprecedented, but as I mentioned, Pike Place Market has weathered some pretty daunting storms in its past. Did you know, by the way, that the citizens of Seattle saved the market from destruction 50 years ago? Check out this sneak peek of what's coming this fall on KOMO 4 TV.
Pike Place Market, a vibrant community of farmers, food purveyors, small independent businesses, senior residents, and a network of social services. Pike Place Market, internationally recognized as one of the best models for historic preservation and urban planning. But it wasn't always like this. 50 years ago, the market and its community was almost destroyed. After a 7-year battle, the fight to save Pike Place Market came down to a single election on November 2nd, 1971. It was a vote to protect the livelihoods of local business owners, a vote to preserve historic buildings, a vote to keep the market. In the 1960s, the mayor, the city council, influential downtown business interests, and Seattle's 2 daily newspapers were all in favor of demolishing the historic Pike Place Market and replacing it with a brutalist modern commercial complex, including parking garages and skyscrapers. By 1971, a grassroots group of citizen advocates, the Friends of the Market, fought to preserve the market's character, its buildings, and the people who called it home. The odds were against them. By working with the Alliance for a Living Market, the Friends of the Market used this ballot measure to educate the general public about the market's unique character, its historic and its cultural value. The result, an overwhelming outpouring of support on Election Day. Voters passed Initiative Number 1 to keep the market by a 59% versus 41% margin. This landmark election changed the direction of the Pike Plaza project and generated a renewed dedication for the support, investment, and actions that would serve to protect Pike Place Market for future generations. In a 50th anniversary documentary coming fall 2021 to KOMO 4, the story you haven't heard of the fight to save Pike Place Market, the lessons to learn for today's societal and economic challenges, and how this critical vote changed the future of Seattle.
Amazing. That is a story that I cannot wait to hear. Big thank you to our partners at KOMO 4 TV, the Friends of the Market, and the Pike Place Market PDA. Together, we will bring this full story to the airwaves this fall, October of 2021. Hey, now it's time to turn the mic over to Lillian Sherman, Executive Director of the Pike Place Market Foundation. She's over at our mascot, Rachel the Piggy Bank, right now, and she's going to take us on a journey behind the scenes of how the market has survived this past year.
I am inspired by the years of hard work and fierce dedication that the members of the Friends of the Market had and still have for the Pike Place Market. I wouldn't be standing here today if not for the grassroots advocacy that literally saved the soul of our city. Now, 50 years later, we're not only celebrating this work, but putting it to the test as the market continues to face our biggest challenge in decades. The global pandemic and the economic crisis continue to threaten both the health and stability of our community members and the viability of our small businesses. We are so grateful for our partners in the market. It is this combination of the Market Foundation, the Pike Place Market PDA, and our social service network that enables us to continue to be nimble, to weather this storm with bold action, grace, and great care for all of the market community, from small business owners, workers, senior residents, and our downtown neighbors. Many of you tuned in and gave generously last June as we broadcast our first Rally for the Market. Thank you to everyone who supported our Market Recovery Fund. I'm proud to say that together, we made a tremendous impact to keep the market community whole.
We have really good fruits, apples, pears, stone fruit is coming in, cherries, Brussels sprouts. You can't, look how big those are.
People come down to the market, they're expecting to see food flying through the air like a fish. They're expecting to see all kinds of absolutely beautiful produce. What they don't see necessarily is that behind the scenes, there is support for people who may not have enough food to eat.
My name's Tim. I work as a server. We saw our business go down to a quarter of what it had been, and then a tenth. Finally, we just got the order to shut down. What my manager suggested was that I get in touch with Pike Place Market Commons. They were tremendously helpful.
When the pandemic first began, it felt like a call to action for us, and our staff responded incredibly. Everybody just pitched in and did whatever was necessary to continue to provide services. We have stayed open for our meals, breakfast and lunch, 7 days a week at the senior center. We have added a third meal because the need of the community was so great. The food bank, had to stay open because, just like none of the grocery stores closed in town, right? Everybody still needed food during COVID, and the people we serve at the food bank were no exception.
All right, there you go. Yeah, take care.
What we learned was that the best way to deliver services, particularly during a pandemic, is to collaborate with other organizations. So we collaborated with the Market Foundation, who helped deliver groceries to seniors who were isolated in the Pike Place Market. I feel like the Pike Place Market is a wonderful microcosm of a supportive community. It's a place where low-income people, seniors, tiny businesses thrive. And it's because there is a network of services. The Market Foundation and the Commons, the PDA, work together to be a supportive community so that people don't fall through the cracks. And it's been that way through the entire pandemic. We have worked together and made the market community strong and safe.
I am so proud of the whole market for keeping our community nourished. It has been heartwarming to witness everyone coming together to share their strengths for the good of all. The health and safety of our senior neighbors and residents is always our top priority and has been particularly important over the last year. Take a look at how our market service partners kept this community healthy, safe, and well connected, all while sheltering in place.
When the pandemic hit, not knowing what was going to happen, trying to figure all of that out and trying to do it from a standpoint of we're here to help people. We had to figure out what would be the best way to handle this situation. And how are we going to be able to best serve people and to be able to give them these resources with everything closed down and knowing that there's still a need out there?
Usually at Heritage House, it's a bustling place. We have residents attending activities, visiting with family members. In March of 2020, everything changed. We had to really rework the way that we did all of the services at Heritage House. We needed to switch over to providing meals for folks in their rooms, providing people with iPads and tablets so that they could visit with their family members virtually. Luckily, we haven't had any cases of COVID at Heritage House.
The Market Commons is a resource/community center that helps people wherever they are. Whether it's coming in because they need resources, we're here for them. We normally serve the senior population, and so knowing that that was the main population that was getting hit hard by the pandemic, we just wanted to make sure that they were going to be in a safe environment and still receive the resources that they need. To go from most of it's been in person to switching over to over the phone and email, we had to figure out what that looked like. So we had to transition everything over into a new system that we haven't tried before. Luckily, we were able to do that transition smoothly to a point where we were still able to capture everybody and to get them the help and the resources that they needed. From that transition, we moved into the vaccinations.
We are so delighted at what's happening here today at the Senior Center. It is the second round of vaccines through a mobile clinic with the Seattle Fire Department that is vaccinating older members of the Market community right here on site at the Pike Place Market.
I mean, it's been great. I can't believe that they brought the vaccine to us here, to the Senior Center. So it's very easy.
It's like a weight's been lifted off me. And it's like, just relief, because I had been trying to get the vaccination before and it was really hard for me to get it, but the Market did it for me. They got me in and got me vaccinated.
I've met so many new people while the pandemic has been going on that needed that help, but also I've made friends during the pandemic that I feel are going to be lasting relationships, whether it's they need some food resources or health care, or if they just need to vent. We're able to meet them where they are and give them the help that they need in order to move forward.
It has changed our world here at Heritage House to have those vaccines and has opened it up again for people to be getting back out and seeing their family members and feeling like they can be part of the community again.
Vaccination Day for our seniors in the Market has got to be the most incredible moment I've witnessed in my time working in the Market. You could feel the strength of what this community means to people. It was filled with so much hope, joy, tears, and overwhelming gratitude. Our model for a healthy community was established well before the pandemic, but it has been put to the test this year in so many ways. As a community, I believe we're stronger than ever. We are hopeful and excited to see the Market coming back to a new normal, but we know that the road ahead is still long and full of uncertainties. We are greatly impacted by the challenges we are seeing in downtown, from the loss of office workers and tourism to the growing inequity of people living with and without housing and resources to care for their health. We know the soul of the Market continues to shine bright, and we are helping to lead the way for the recovery of all of downtown Seattle. As you know, the pandemic brought many new challenges for the Market's 500 small businesses and thousands of workers. In response, we launched our first ever Small Business Recovery Fund and tripled our Market Community Safety Net to help workers navigate uncertain times. Take a look behind the scenes to see how we've supported the Market with these new investments.
The Market is a super vibrant, lively place, and a big part of that is all of the various small businesses that are here. So when the COVID-19 shutdown hit, hundreds of businesses, thousands of workers lost their customers, their work, and their income. Here at the Market Commons, we're really built to respond to the emerging needs of our community here. And right away, we knew we needed to figure out a way to support. The Market Community Safety Net is a program that provides financial support to Market community members facing financial instability.
My name is Carly Ann Calbero, and I've been a busker here at the Market since 2010. Before I had applied for the safety net, I was working at the Market probably 5 days a week, busking, and I mean, it was my full-time job. I was able to make ends meet. I think the safety net is a really important resource for the Market. It helps to fill in the gaps where something unexpected happens, like somebody in your family gets sick, or the world shuts down. To be able to have somebody come in and take off a bill that you don't have to worry about anymore is a pretty remarkable thing.
The Small Business Recovery Fund is a grant program that offers financial support to businesses in order to support their efforts in recovering from the COVID-19 crisis and help them transition to new economic conditions.
My name is Sky Sailor. I am one of the co-owners of Marnin Sailor here in Pike Place Market. We are a handmade toy company that started up on the craft line. We were there for about 6 years. Now we're here in our very own retail space. When we got the shutdown order last March, it was just incredibly confusing. Nobody knew really the magnitude of this event. And that was when people started to get kind of scared, and I could feel it in my interactions with other people throughout the Market. We were so fortunate to get a grant from the Small Business Recovery Fund, and having that cushion where we didn't feel like we were going to either get evicted or use every last little scrap of tiny income that was coming in during those months to cover those rent expenses made it possible for us to keep growing our business even when it felt impossible.
We also know we need to up our investment in our existing community programs. This includes supporting our legacy partners as they work to navigate different challenges that are brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Pike Market Child Care and Preschool. It is a wonderful child care center and preschool program that serves many people in the Market community and in the greater Seattle community, all the people that work downtown. When the Market shut down back in March, we didn't have a lot of revenue coming in. We were closed for about 4 months. The recent gift through the COVID Legacy Fund has been just more than a gift, it was a lift. It really gave us the breathing room that we needed to be able to kind of reset and really plan and focus and moving forward.
It wasn't just this payout, it was all the support that went along with it. So being able to chat with people about maybe the best ways to implement that money, or what ongoing support was going to be available even after that.
The Market Foundation, more than the funding, that's critically important, really they are a true partner. So I've been tremendously grateful for that partnership.
The vibrancy of Pike Place Market is all about the people who make this community. It's the small business owners and workers, the residents, and our neighbors. All of that was in serious jeopardy this year, but I am so proud of how this community rallies together to keep everyone stable, safe, and nourished. What you've also seen throughout all of these impact videos is a commitment to partnership across the Market. The Market Foundation's role is to invest critical funds in the services and programs that support the Market community and to bring partnership opportunities together to increase the potential and strength of this community. Despite the roller coaster of 2020, the Market Foundation made our largest investment in unrestricted grants to our social service partners, all while also adding in the whole new line of investments and programs with our Market Recovery Fund. We cannot do this tremendous work without so many of you who are sending in your support. The whole community at Pike Place Market thanks you and asks for your help again today. We still have a long road to recovery ahead of us. I hope you will continue giving. There is so much more to do. Know that we will continue to be here for our senior residents and downtown neighbors. We will be here for the market workers and the business owners. We will continue to rally together to keep the market strong.
Wow. Thank you, Lillian, and the entire community at the Pike Place Market who worked together to make it all possible. That is some powerful work in such a difficult year. And once again, we are so glad that you've joined us, and we're still live right here at the Pike Place Market, and it's still beautiful. It's a gorgeous evening here. Now, as I said earlier in the show, we have a big goal tonight to raise. $400,000 is our goal. And we want to continue to support the recovery of Pike Place Market. This will help us to reach our overall goal to bring the market back to vibrancy and full health. We already have a powerful start thanks to the generous donors who have helped set the pace with the early donations, and the gifts from these supporters have created that matching pool to double your donations tonight that I mentioned earlier and help us reach our goal. So that's right, remember, every single dollar that you donate tonight will be doubled. And no gift is too big or too small. Whatever's meaningful to you, every single gift makes a difference in the market community, providing everything from food to healthcare, emergency financial support, and so much more. We hope that you'll consider giving perhaps more than you'd planned on when you tuned in tonight, especially knowing that your donation will be doubled. Now you can do it right now with a simple tap of the thumb by texting MARKET to 91999 with your phone, and then you'll receive a link to complete your donation. Make that your most meaningful text of the year. Or you can also visit rallytogetherforthemarket.org in a separate device and donate online. Now, as my mom always said, ask for what you wish for. So we're going to do that. Here we go. We're going to start off our giving tonight. We have a number of levels, and we hope that you can find the level that matches your capacity to give. And we're going to start off at the top level tonight, the $25,000 level. And remember, you can give at any time, any level, any amount to help the recovery of Pike Place Market. Who can step up and give $25,000? This donation could provide rental assistance to 25 people during this time of great need and uncertainty. And I want to thank already some of our initial $25,000 donors, JR and Amy Tipton, and also the Grosner Fund. And thanks to Mira and Mike McCoy. All have already donated at this level, and maybe you can join them too. Thank you all for your generosity. Now, if the $25,000 level isn't for you, we also have the $10,000 level. This amount can help 5 families return to Pike Place child care and preschool now that they've reopened. And they can get these families back to the normalcy that they so desperately need. We want to give a big thanks to Suzanne Hittman, who has committed $10,000, and all of you who are about to do the same, the $10,000 level. We also have the $5,000 level. Now, maybe this is the level for you. You can help a small market business adapt to these new economic conditions and the public health guidelines. Just think about your favorite market business owners making it through this past year. And then maybe you want to join Lindy and Bill Gaylord at this level, or Winky and Peter Hussey, and the others who donated at the $5,000 level. Thank you all. Remember, you can donate any amount at any time, and perhaps the $2,500 level is for you. At this level, you could help the market's Neighbor Care Health Clinic provide accessible and culturally appropriate health care to our downtown neighbors. They meet patients wherever they are, and now more than ever, we know just how important that is. You know what? Let's take a quick look over here at the thermometer, and as we see the gifts coming in, isn't that amazing? Folks, we're up to $176,000 and counting. This is amazing. Now, if you haven't given yet, now is the time to rally with us. In fact, let me tell you about some of the last levels remaining. We also have the $1,000 level. At this level, you could provide case management for a senior moving from homelessness into market housing. Or maybe the $500 level is for you. And remember, this doubles up. Your 500 turns into 1,000. You can help market shoppers on food stamps and low incomes access fresh and healthy produce in the market and support the local farmers too. Or maybe the $250 level is for you. At this level, your donation will support 8 hours of one-on-one connections with seniors in the market to prevent isolation. Now, you met Velma and Stella from the Market Commons earlier in the video. Help them help our community. Remember, every dollar counts, and no gift is too big or too small. Seriously. You know, we're learning more and more. People coming together at all levels is what really makes a difference. In fact, we have our friends at Turkish Delight right here in the market who have pledged $250. Thank you, Turkish Delight. And a generous $30 donation from Alex Martin. Thank you, Alex. And Sally Rollins, a wonderful market artist. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thanks to Amanda Lizano donating tonight. Just a few levels left. We have the $125 level, and at this level you could provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner to 50 seniors experiencing homelessness downtown. Did you know that the Market's Senior Center has stayed open this entire time to make sure that the population was safe, healthy, and nourished? Thank you to them. Last, we have the $35 level. At that level, we'll support all of this amazing work in the community. Every single level, as I said, is very important, and we truly appreciate everyone tonight who opened their hearts and opened their piggy banks to support the heart of Seattle right here. All of you out there who are viewing and donating and sharing with your friends, you are the ones keeping Pike Place Market strong. Big thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you who have donated so far, and we are making big headway towards our goal. Thank you, Carol Nichols, a beloved Market Foundation volunteer. Thanks, Kip White, Ruth and Todd Warren, thank you. And so many names, you see them scrolling along the bottom there. Maybe you see yours, who knows? Don't forget, by the way, to inquire with your employers for those of you who work at companies and corporations who do corporate matching. Talk to them next week and make the most of your gift to Pike Place Market Foundation and have them assist you and double or triple up your donation. Now, folks, in just a few moments, we're going to get to our exciting musical performances. But before we do, please take a moment to hear how meaningful your support is from the market community.
I love everything about the market, even the noise sometimes. I love the noise. But I just love the fact that even in crisis, the community comes together.
Oh, it's the heart and soul of Seattle. There was a saying that if you stood under the clock for a year, you'd see everybody you knew in Seattle. And it still retains that.
You know, when I came on board, it was in August, I really uncovered, this is a community that really has our back. And what a unique feeling that was.
Being a business owner in the market is awesome. It's such a diverse community. You have people from all over the world, people that have lived in Seattle their whole lives, young people, old people.
This market is we're not like supermarket. We are the small business. It's not just me. Every small business in the market is a really, really hard time right now. So we can help each other and then we can survive. So this is my life. I never give up. I never give up.
Definitely miss the market. It feels like we haven't been home in a very long time. Can't wait to get home.
Yeah, I've lived a lot of places and there's something about the community here and even the space itself that makes it feel so special. So can't wait to get back to going at it.
That's part of what I'm excited about is as things continue to improve safety-wise in our community, to invite people back into the commons, to see people again while I'm walking around. That's something I'm really looking forward to.
The market is amazing. I used to hang out down here in high school, but also I love what it does for local business owners. I think that's super important, especially now. So I'm so glad it's still around. So glad.
Thank you for your support. It has meant the world to our members. It's also meant the world to our staff because everybody has worked so hard, and to get the support from the community back, recognizing that, is really invaluable to us.
And look who's joining me here on the balcony of the Copacabana. Lillian Sherman, you're here. Welcome.
I'm here. What an amazing evening. Thank you all so much for supporting this market community. It's such an honor for me to have the opportunity to spotlight so many of our market stars who work behind the scenes every day. I'm grateful for everyone who's donated and participated tonight. We really couldn't do this without you.
Absolutely. Lillian, this community continues to amaze me. In fact, I want to be amazed by what number right now. Let's check out our thermometer and see how close we are to our goal. We have grown. Look at that. We're up to $257,000. We're well more than halfway there, folks. This is fantastic.
Wow, I'm so grateful for all of your generosity. For 114 years, the citizens of Seattle and this whole region have stepped up time and time again for this market. It's our turn to keep the market strong now and to actively steward it for generations to come. Thank you all so very much.
And to our viewers out there, will we reach our goal and meet our community needs? Keep sending in those donations and stay tuned for our grand total tonight to see how we've rallied together as a community. I am literally on the edge of my seat, or the edge of the balcony, as it were. I'll be safe, don't worry. And as the donations keep rolling in, because remember, at any time you can send them in, let's now take a listen and a look to our musical performances. You know, music is such a key part of the Pike Place Market experience, and it's at the root of Seattle culture. And we are thrilled to share very special performances by Seattle's leading rock and roll duo, the Black Tones. Former market busker who has risen to national stardom with her alternative soul music, Whitney Mongé. And our very talented current market buskers, Jeannie Rak and Carly Ann Calbero. And our headliner for the evening, who also got her start busking right here on the cobblestones at Pike Place Market, 6-time Grammy Award winner, Brandi Carlile. But now, kicking off the performances are the Black Tones at the Inn at the Market rooftop, which is right down the street, right here in the market. You know, they're twins, Eva and Cedric, and they're taking the Seattle music scene by storm, and we are so thrilled that they're back to help us rally for the market again this year. Take it away, you guys.
I'm gonna cross the rivers of joy.
area.
Hey everyone, this is Whitney Mongé, and I am proud to rally together for the Pike Place Market. I began as a busker in 2008 and performed for 8 years and made a full-time living as a musician on these cobblestone streets. The opportunity to play to millions of people daily in this magnetic environment truly was a blessing and helped cultivate my artistry as a singer-songwriter. From the artists to the vendors to the fish throwers and residents, the Pike Place Market family truly is the soul of our city. It's been devastating to witness this amazing, vibrant place be closed due to the pandemic, and even more heartbreaking to know that the people that rely on this space are also suffering. This is why we need your help. If we can rally together, we can make sure that this community can continue to be the heartbeat of Seattle. I'm gonna be playing a new song of mine. It's called What Would Love Do Now, and I hope that it inspires you to give. It can't be about politics. The red, white, and blue, well, they all are the same thing. It can't be about your religion. We're all children of God, even if you think different. But it can't be about where you're from. Well, we all deserve a chance in the land of freedom. Said that I'll keep on trying to show the world and to show you that there's no need for fighting. So what would love do now? And what would love do now? It can't be about the policeman. Ooh, 'cause under that armor is a woman and is a man. Ooh, but it can't be about the color of my skin. Ooh, brown, black, or white, yeah, we all bleed the same red. Said that I'll keep on trying to show the world and to show you that there's no need for fighting. So what would love do now? Just ask yourself, now tell me, what would love do now? Well, I just wanna know, well, what would love do now? Oh, well, I just wanna know, what would love do now? Yeah, and let me tell you what would love do. Love will lend a helping hand. Love would see that we are all human. Love is gonna bring us all the healing. Love can move any of the mountains. Love, well, is a catalyst for change. Love is gonna stop all the pain. Love is gonna open your heart. Love is who you really are. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe. Love you.
Thank you, Whitney Mongé. That was great. And the Black Tones, aren't they all amazing? I am feeling the love. And next up is Jeannie Rak and Carly Ann Calbero, who were busking in the market before the pandemic brought a halt to all the great live music. But they've got some incredible talent that needs to be heard. So let's give them our love and our support. Here they are. Check them out.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Whenever I'm alone with you,
Now here you go again, you say.
you make me feel like I am home again.
Who am I to keep you down?
Whenever I'm alone with you,
It's only right that you should play the
You
way
make me
you
feel like I am whole
Listen
again.
carefully,
Like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost.
Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining.
However far away,
Players only love you when they're playing.
I will always love
Say
you.
women, they will come and they will go.
However long I stay,
When the rain washes you clean, you'll know.
I will always love
You'll
you.
know. Never I'm alone with you.
Now here I go again to see.
You make me feel like I am free.
Keep my visions to myself.
Whenever I'm alone with you,
It's only me who wants to wrap
you
around
make
your
me
dreams.
feel like I am
Have
free.
you any dreams you'd like
a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining.
However far away,
Players only love you when they're playing.
I will always love
Say
you.
women, they will come and they will go.
However long I stay,
When the rain washes you clean, you'll know.
I will always love you.
Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You'll know.
I will always love you.
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 Thank you, Carly and Jeannie. What a cool arrangement of those two songs. That was really great. And now, the moment that many of you have been waiting for, 6-time Grammy Award winner, who started out busking right here at Pike Place Market, Brandi Carlile. We are so grateful for her support. Take it away, Brandi.
Pike Place Market holds a special place deep in my heart. As a teenager, I started busking in the market, and that's where I learned to close my eyes, use my voice, and find my power. Pike Place Market is a place that transformed me as a musician and transforms countless others who live, work, and discover their passions there. The pandemic has threatened the health of our communities, especially downtown Seattle and Pike Place Market. The market needs us now, more than ever. So let's rally together to keep the market strong. It's a long road to recovery, but together, we're going to get there.
A love song was playing on the radio. It made me kind of sad because it made me think of you. I don't wonder how you're doing, but I wish I didn't care, because I gave you all I had, and got the worst of you. By the way, I forgive you after all. Maybe I should thank you for giving me what I found. 'Cause without you around, I've been doing just fine. Except for any time I hear that song. Ooh. Didn't it break your heart when you watched my smile fading? Did it ever cross your mind that one day the tables would be turned? They told me the best revenge would be a life well lived, and the strongest one that holds would be the hardest one to earn. By the way, I forgive you after all. Maybe I should thank you for giving me what I found. 'Cause without you around, I've been doing just fine. Except for any time I hear that song. Ooh. Oh, anytime I hear that song. Ooh. When I woke up in the morning, I was choking on some words. There were things I'd said between us. There were things you never told. That's twice you broke my heart now. The first was way back when. And to know you're still unhappy only makes it break again. By the way, I forgive you after all. Maybe I should thank you for giving me what I found. 'Cause without you around, I've been doing just fine. By the way, I forgive you. I never will forget you for giving me what I found. 'Cause without you around, I've been doing just fine. Except for any time I hear that song. Ooh. Oh, anytime I hear that song. Ooh. Oh, anytime I hear that song. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Wow, thank you, Brandi. That was so incredible. Folks, there's still time to support the recovery of Pike Place Market. And you know what? We're gonna keep this up online, Facebook Live, YouTube. Donations made after this event via mail or online, that's gonna help too. And as I said, it's available online to share with your friends. Tell them all about it. Send them to Facebook or YouTube and encourage everyone you know to help bring Pike Place Market back to full health and vibrancy. I want to now take a quick look here at where we're at right now. Let's bring up that thermometer. We're looking for our $400,000 goal. We are getting there, folks. That's $319,000. We are over 3/4 of the way there. We are going to make it. I know we will. Keep sending in those donations, and also don't forget to inquire about your employers about the corporate matching opportunities. And you know who you are if you work for one of those companies or corporations. That's going to make a big difference too. And of course, sharing this link with all of your friends and family and telling them how important Pike Place Market is and how meaningful Pike Place Market is to you is going to help us as well. We are actually just jumped up to $320,000 as we speak. As I say, folks, keep those donations coming in, spread the word, because I know we're going to make it there. I know we will, folks, and it's thanks to you for joining us tonight to rally together for the market. Folks, you are making the future of Pike Place Market bright right now, and you are all amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in and giving generously tonight. Again, as I said, spread the word. We're gonna make it to 400,000. I know we will, and it's all up to you, folks. I've been your host, Ron Hippie, and I thank you again for rallying together for the market, and we will see you next time here at the market. I promise. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you soon.
You may know, in the valley of the butterfly, time doesn't go very fast. Some things just seem to last. You may know, I saw a butterfly dance like a butterfly does. It made me think about how clumsy I was. You may know, I saw a man on a bicycle balancing a load of wood. His balance was that good. You may know, I saw a family of 5 on a motor scooter going out for a drive. You may know, you may know. It is a big around world. Yes, it is. All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big around world.
Big round
Yes, it is. All around the world. You may know, there was a temple on the hillside. I prayed to the Buddha for the flower to open up wide. You may know, I drank the good strong ginger tea, and it agreed with me. You may know, everything grew, tomato and the pepper and the beetle nut too. You may know, I ate the green grass, the fish and the squid, and everybody else did too. You may know, you may know. And it's a big round world.
Big round
Yes, it is. All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big around world.
Big round
Yes, it is. All around the world. You may know, there was a melon so sweet and juicy on my sweater, and something like an apple, only better. You may know, the sun flew by on a butterfly breeze, the ricochet wing way up in the trees. You may know, my spirit got lighter and my head got clear. I thought to myself, I'm gonna stay right here. You may know, you may know. It's a big around world. Yes, it is. All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big around world. Yes, it is. All around the world. You may know, all around the circle eternity flows, but after a while you gotta go, I suppose. You may know, everybody's got a home and I got mine. Don't say goodbye, say see you next time. You may know, you may know. And it's a big around world.
Big round world.
All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big around.
Big round.
Yes, it is. All around the world. And it's a big around.
Big round
Yes, it is. All around the world.
All around the world.
It's a big around.
Big around.
Yes, it is all around the world. Early in the evening, we go walking in the park in the evening, do a little talking in the dark of the evening, just she and me. See the way the moon flies, like a kite up in the night skies, shine upon the gasworks park by the Union Sea. Oh, there's a sign in the water, says don't go in the water. There's something in the water that they don't want you to get on your skin. Oh, but the lights of the city make it look so pretty, and one of these days we're gonna leave the city behind. And there is little to be what it appears to be. It's an illusory situation. You can do anything, be anyone, get your mind undone. It's a simple equation, and it's a tiny spark in the gasworks park. In the town that I was born in, well, they got up every morning, went to work and came home in the evening, and it was always the same. I could have followed in their footsteps, don't know why I didn't, but something in my thinking wouldn't allow me to jump on that train. And there is little to be what it appears to be. It's an illusory situation. You can do anything, be anyone, get your mind undone. It's a simple equation, and it's a tiny spark in the gasworks park. So early in the evening, we go walking in the park in the evening, do a little talking in the dark of the evening, just she and me. Down along Pig Alley, everything is in a fog. There is nothing moving anywhere except a hobo dog with his nose stuck in a boiler that's been busted for years. From around the darkened corner, a young cowboy appears. Just got into town, it's the Pike Street Kid, and the dog and him go off together down along the skid. Amelia was a pilot then until she came to land among the barkers and the buskers by the newspaper stand, with everything she owned inside a lowly paper sack, on the road away from where she came and never going back. And when she heard about the wonder dog, heard about the kid, she said, that's where I'm going. And that's just what she did. There's a white horse in the alley neath the watercolor sky, and here comes Father Christmas in the middle of July, attending to the castaways and the winders of creel. He takes out his harmonica and he plays a little reel in honor of the clinic that was conjured into view in the back room of a tavern on First Avenue. They're sweeping out the hallways after last night's demise, making room for further escapades arriving by surprise. Rosie with her bootlace and her bundle